Hey everyone, my name's Sam and I'm starting my own bakery from home while working a full-time job as an engineer. It's called Butterside Bars, and in this video I'm going to be taking you through my recipe testing process, which I've been doing over the course of 6 months. Definitely takes a lot of time, but it's been really fun, and this video just captures a couple weeks of that. Make sure to subscribe to see videos on the business side, branding, as I start this new adventure. Now let's get into the video. It's currently 1 p.m. on a Sunday, and I don't have any plans for the rest of the day, so I want to be productive. Kind of want to make 2 different bars to test out. The first one is the
Toffee chocolate-covered pretzel cookie bar,
because I think I have that recipe done, but I haven't done a YouTube short on it yet, and I have a lot of extra pretzels, so I figured I should just use that up and this recipe will be done. And I want to try the lemon bar recipe from this book, because I have tried a dairy-free lemon bar recipe with an olive oil crust that was pretty good, but I think the filling could be improved, so I'm wondering if I follow this filling. I can always use this for the other one. Those are the 2 bars I want to do. We'll see if I get to both of them, but I figured I would just take them into work tomorrow or the day after, because I do have a dentist appointment tomorrow. But yeah. Today I'm making chocolate and toffee covered pretzel cookie bars. Still working on the name. I love that these are both sweet and salty, so you never get tired of eating them, and the layer of toffee and chocolate on the pretzels keep them crunchy. No mixer needed, just whisk all the wet ingredients together, fold in the dry, and then I'm taking the homemade toffee chocolate pretzels and cutting them into smaller chunks, along with chocolate chips because I didn't have enough pretzels, and then fold that into your dough. It might look like equal amounts of pretzels and cookie dough, but that's how it's supposed to be. These bake up faster than you think, and you don't have to worry about undercooking it and it being super raw and gooey because the mix-ins hold everything together and the cookie can stay soft. Now it's time to slice yourself a piece and enjoy. I can be really picky trying my own desserts, but this is one of those bars where just one bite makes me really happy and proud. I feel like I have to film now because the disco balls I have kind of hanging by my window. Okay, yeah, they're all clumped up, but they just make my room feel so dreamy at this time. I am back from work, and the plan for tonight is to make those lemon bars in the Williams-Sonoma book, and I still need to finish the video I was working on last night, which is my face reveal for my other channel, which is going to be my final video for that channel, so that should free up some time to just work on the bakery in my free time, and that's pretty much it. Should be a pretty relaxing night. This week, my coworker gave me what he called Mexican lemons from his tree, and I cut one open and tasted it, and they were definitely limes, but I used a couple anyway, and it was delicious. The unique thing about this recipe is you cook the lemon filling over the stove to make lemon curd before you bake it, but over a double boiler this takes a long time. You have to stir constantly, and I was getting very warm. It had already been over an hour since I started making this, so I was a little concerned with the time. I'm not used to staying up too late, to be honest. But once it thickens like this, you can add the lemon zest and pour it into the crust. After it's baked, I don't do the best job showing this, but it should all jiggle together. That means it's not overcooked, which can definitely ruin a lemon bar. I refrigerated it overnight and the next day cut myself a slice. Okay, it's the next day and I'm finally gonna try them. That's really good. The texture is super silky. It's like a cross between Jell-O and custard. The crust is really flaky. It's pretty tender, not too greasy, which I like. Okay, this was so much work, but I think it's worth it. I'll see if I can simplify it though, because this definitely took way longer than I expected. I think the crust is definitely a winner, and the texture, the middle, is undeniable. It's probably a combination of the egg yolks and having to cook it over the stovetop first before baking it, but maybe next time I'll try a version where I don't use a double boiler. Williams-Sonoma definitely knows its stuff. Really quick, I wanted to show some of the organization of how I document the recipes I've tested. So for example, after I make the lemon bars, I'm gonna open the lemon bars document I have, and that'll show me what the base recipe is and any tweaks or substitutions I made, because I do end up doing that a lot. And then just some comments on the different days, how it tasted, the texture, any feedback I got. And then at the bottom, we have some suggestions to improve it, and then a little flavor rating and the amount of time it took. So this will give me a better sense of the price and just how much time I need in advance to make this. So yeah, that's what I do for every single test I do to keep track of what I should change and make sure I'm actually making progress. I also wanted to show this little tracker I made to track the progress of all the recipes I'm testing. So far, I have very few, but 3 of them are completed, so that's good news. I'm not done customizing the chart, but at the end of the video, I'm going to show where this tracker is now because I filmed this clip over 2 months ago. So you can see where I am now at the end of the video. On Saturday, I tried out this frosted strawberry blondie recipe for the first time. It does use a lot of real strawberries that you puree and cook down so it's not too liquidy. And for some reason I didn't think that'd be enough, so I crushed up some freeze-dried strawberries, which I'll use later for the frosting also. The rest of the recipe is pretty quick and easy though. Watch this color change when I add the strawberry puree. It is so pretty. And even after adding the dry ingredients, it still has that pink color, which I love that I didn't have to add any food coloring. You'll see it after it's baked eventually, but the next day I made the strawberry buttercream frosting. I added freeze-dried strawberry powder and some extra of the strawberry puree I had. Now this is what the strawberry blondie ended up looking like the next day. My family wanted to try it and I caved, so I said I would crop this out of the video, but for YouTube I'll keep it real. I spread the frosting on what's left of the blondie and here's my taste test. Okay, finally trying these. I think the frosting to blondie ratio is good. That is really good. The frosting could be more sugary because it is very strawberry, but it does have that fresh, natural strawberry flavor, which I really like. And my family liked it a lot too. So this one's a success. Okay, almost a full week later, I'm making salted caramel brownies, and this is the most vulnerable set of clips because I'm in my pajamas, baking at about 8 p.m., which is usually how I test recipes. I'm not the best at controlling my facial expressions yet, so if I look super bored during this, that's just my face, and I'm probably having a good time. Okay, so right now I'm testing a theory. I feel like this organic brown sugar I bought isn't giving me as crinkly and shiny of a brownie top as I would just using regular brown sugar, so I figured breaking it up in a food processor might help, but I soon found out the molasses in the brown sugar just gets stuck to the blades and it does not break it up at all. So that was a bust, but it's okay. I'm gonna use it anyway and just beat it for extra long because the more that sugar dissolves, the crinklier that top of the brownie is gonna be. Okay, I actually have a good baking tip from when I worked at a bakery. Make sure to mix your vanilla extract before you pour it because a lot of the vanilla solids will settle at the bottom and that's all the flavor. Here's me showing off the salted caramel I made again. I have it in a pickle jar. My sister actually made it and she cooked it extra long. So this is gonna be thick caramel, which is kind of what I was going for because I want it to not just soak into the brownie. I did have to microwave it though to get it to even move. And this part was not as easy as I hoped. You're really just scooping globs of caramel on there, and here's what it looked like. This is in the middle layer, and I'm gonna do it again for the top layer. And I used a knife to swirl it around so there aren't so many huge empty pockets. And then after putting another layer of brownie, I tried to do the caramel a little bit prettier. It got messy again, but now I'm taking the knife and snaking it back and forth in a continuous line to add a nicer pattern to the top. And to make sure it really is salted caramel, I'm grinding some pink Himalayan salt on top. Dare I say it looks kind of good in this shot, but let's pop this in the oven. I'm baking this in my air fryer because sometimes I just don't want to turn on the whole oven, and this is a small batch. And to keep it real, here's a shot of the messy kitchen after. It only takes like 5 minutes for me to wash dishes though, I swear. Out of the oven, the caramel is looking bubbly and beautiful, and the next morning I finally got to cut into it. Now just look at how fudgy and gooey that is. Did not expect the texture to be like that, but I'm not mad at it. Okay, now let's take a taste. This is one of those bars where my critic mindset just left and I fully enjoyed it because I have always been such a caramel lover and caramel brownies are just the best. I was seeing a friend right after this who hadn't tried my bars yet, so I packed some up for her and headed out. Okay, it's modern day me. It's mid-September and I'm going to show you what my recipe tracker looks like now. As you can see, there's definitely a lot more completed. Not all of them, but I feel confident in at least these first 4 because those are the basics. And then I can use that base to make some other flavors. But the rest would definitely be rotating flavors, so not constantly on the menu. And I think that gives me more time to perfect them. So I do like where I am now. And I have some more ideas right here. And I also have notes here of literally just describing it if I won't be able to remember, or ingredients I'll need to buy before I make it. At this point, I feel pretty comfortable with the amount of recipes I have so far, and I think the next phase is going to be the business side, and that's what the next video is going to be, gathering all the businessy footage I have to show you all. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.